Hello dear readers and dear listeners. Today I got an extraordinary idea. I'm going to read a fanfiction about Harry Potter. It's a really good fanfiction made by the seriousness of the author's heart. Although I have really much problems with speaking English, I'll try to keep my grammar mistakes down. So, okay, let's start. Using my special voice, and in the video, when a character speaks, you will see her or his face, and yeah, it's going to be fun, I think. Okay, music. Alright. Harry and Hermione ended up having to wait a week before giving Ron and Luna the Penchef memory lesson. They had forgotten one vital ingredient in their plan, an actual Penchef. The two young lovers had been so caught up with the notion of making a naughty educational memory for their best friends to view that they hadn't realized that they did not have a psychical Penchef basin for Ron and Luna to use. Harry had considered using Dumbledore's Penchef, but didn't want to go to Professor McGonagall and ask, let's see, may we borrow Dumbledore's Penchef? Hermione and I made a sex educational memory and we need to show it to Ron and Luna. What? So, Harry decided to buy a Penchef of his own and order it through an all-order catalogue. Once it arrived, a very nervous Harry and a blushing Hermione handed the Penchef with the silvery liquid already in it to Ron and Luna. "Oh, what is it?" Ron asked as he looked at the basin. Let's see, Harry. It's a little something to help you two out," Harry answered cryptically. "You mean like homework?" Ron inquired.
"Yes,"
Hermione said with a wink to Luna.
"a very special type of homework."
Realization dawned in the blonde witch's eyes, and it was clear that she knew that memory was contained in the Penchef, or what memory was contained in the Penchef. Luna rapidly embraced Hermione and whispered
"Thank you"
in her ear. Ron, who was still looking at the swirling silver liquid, missed this interchange. Okay.
Now remember to study this in private and don't show this to anyone.
Hermione concluded. Why wouldn't you want to show us anyone else? Ron asked, still oblivious as to the Penchef's contents.
"You'll see, Ronald,"
Luna said with a glow to her face. She wrapped her arm around her husband's and quickly led him out of Harry and Hermione's chambers.
"Let's go study, my love."
A few seconds after their friends left, Dobby came strolling into Harry and Hermione's room with a tray piled high with food in the morning edition of the Daily Prophet. The house elf set their breakfast in front of them and Harry thanked Dobby. "You'll be welcome to Harry Potter, sir." I don't know. I don't know what voice to use for the elf. The elf squeaked happily. Dobby be thinking that Harry Potter's Weasley and Harry Potter's Weasley big boobied missus would be joining Harry Potter in a great one for breakfast. That be the reason why Dobby be bringing so much food. Harry Potter's Weasley be eating like a star wizard. Several star wizards, really.
"That's very kind, Dobby.
Hermione said while she unfolded the Daily Prophet.
But Ron and Luna had to do something, so they couldn't join us."
As Harry munched on some food, Hermione gasped aloud.
"Oh no!"
"What is it?" Harry asked, after quickly swallowing a mouthful of kipper. Alright. Sorry.
Voldemort's attacked again,"
she said, and then read the article on the front page of the Prophets. You know who strikes again? The dreaded dark mark hover over Honeyduke's sweet, sharp-paletted, unreasonable text. He has to be stopped. Harry announced. It chilled into his bones that Voldemort has struck yet again. This time at Hogsmeade, a short distance away from the school. We'll go and destroy one of these Horcruxes tomorrow.
I agree, but tomorrow?
Hermione asked.
Isn't that a bit quick?
I wasted enough. Oh shit! I wasted enough time. Harry counted. The longer I wait, more people get hurt.
I'm not saying we shouldn't go after him.
Hermione replied, trying to placate Harry's growing anger.
It's just that we should take the time to plan how to get the Horcrux. Which one should we go after?
Hermione asked. Well, not counting the one we can't seem to locate. There are 3 Horcruxes left, including Voldemort. There's a locket that Zardos has, and the one under the orphanage where Voldemort was raised. Harry responded. After a moment of thought, he added, the orphanage probably has a bunch of hidden entrances and traps like the one Voldemort placed around the cave. I doubt that the locket has any traps around it, but we'd have to get it away from Zardos first.
Alright, let's compare the difficulties of going after John.
Suggested? Hermione suggested. Let's see.
This Zardos fellow is an unknown factor. We could explain to him why we need the locket. And if we are lucky, he would just hand it over to us and save the world.
But he could be a Death Eater or sympathizer who doesn't realize what the locket is. Harry now sounded. If he found out what it truly was, he never handed over.
So obviously, we can't tell him why we need the locket unless we do some major research into the background. See if he have an anti-magical tendencies. Perhaps he could be bribes.
Hermione offered.
But buy the locket from him.
That might work, but Borkin said something about Zardos being a collector of relics belonging to the founders. If he is a die-hard collector, we have to give him a fortune. He might not even be willing to part with it for any price.
So, okay. So we can go after Zardos without doing some investigation research.
Hermione announced.
At least the one on the orphanage. You said that it could have a bunch of traps because of their experience in the cave. Exactly what kinds of traps were used in and around the cave?
Well, first the entrance was hidden, like I said. Then we had to cross the lake, but we could only do so by crossing on specific boats. A boat was hidden magically, no less. Oh, and the boat would only allow one magical person to cross at a time. Dumbledore said he and I could cross because I was so on the boat that the charms and hexes on the boat would even recognize me as a wizard. Harry explained.
Wait a minute.
Hermione interrupted.
You're actually quite powerful, Harry. In fact, you're more powerful than many adult wizards.
Yeah, but that's just because of the power-boosting ritual I performed. Harry pointed out.
I'm talking about before the ritual.
Hermione replied.
You were able to perform Patronus charm perfectly when you were only 13 years old.
Big deal. Tonks was able to do it easily. Harry said. And she was depressed at the time.
I think that might have been a fluke.
Hermione argued.
Besides, if it wasn't a fluke, she's true a fully trained oral. She has more 3 years of training than most witches and wizards.
Remember what happened when you were on trial for unraised magic? Oh shit, that was not Harry. Good, no wait, I'm done. There was just a tryout of me reading a fanfiction. I thought it was a bit pretty good. What? But I hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, see you soon, yeah.